Hi there, Bren White, Reality 101, episode 14. Ideologies, it's a big word right now. Ideologies are just men's ideas, and they are no substitute for the truth. Ideologies, what's driving so much in the world right now, and we're going to talk about this a little bit today. Basically, the narratives that dominate through technology and media in the world today are ideologies that have never worked, that are lies, that have harmed millions and millions and millions of human beings throughout history. This is the truth. This, what I'm saying, is the truth. So when you have people in the world, and even everyday people, saying exactly the same words, which we call talking points, that comes from the media, and there is a limiting of free speech. People are not allowed to say all of what is true, all of what they think. This is really connected to the ideology of communism or totalitarianism. And this has been the most harmful ideology in the history of the world. So you have political correctness that comes out of communism directly from China. You have the talking points and the narrative thing that's so popular right now, coming out of this same ideology and having been greatly influenced by China. And then you have human beings who have grown up saturated with these different narratives and things being projected onto them through television and radio and the computer and internet for decades, and it has a very negative influence on humans' thinking because they are lies. And as I said last time, the human brain, the mind, was designed to function, to operate properly off of the truth, not lies. You have leaders in the world who have been lying for decades on camera, over and over and over. You have high-level people in governments all over the world who have lied constantly for decades, if not half a century. This is a problem for human beings. It's a problem. It's no small thing. So I want to talk with you briefly today about what the world is pushing. The world is pushing a certain set of things that is destructive. It's been that way. Now it's just jacked up because of technologies and because of the way governments are currently operating, and evil people in those governments are operating right now. What is the world pushing right now? The world is pushing, and this cuts through all the nonsense. I don't want to talk to you about politics per se. What is evil is evil. It has nothing to do with politics whatsoever. What is evil, and you will never make it good. It's impossible. This is impossible. This is the binary nature of humanity and of life. Those people who actually started the field of IT understand binary because everything in the digital world is 0 and 1. Nothing else. It's binary. What is the world pushing right now? Number one, it's pushing arrogance. It's pushing self-indulgence, self-centeredness. And it's pushing lies and everything connected to lies, cheating, treason, and confusion. The world is pushing confusion like crazy, distraction like crazy, full tilt in every possible way. Laziness, no responsibility for anything. You just do whatever you want to without even thinking about any consequences or any responsibility or accountability. The worst form of laziness. Hate. The world is pushing hate every single day. And part of this is even connected to a backwards usage, a reverse usage of hate speech legally. This is a serious problem in the world. Hate, serious problem. Division, which goes along with hate. We'll talk about this in a second. Anxiety and desperation. This is what the world is pushing. This is what the world is pushing for. This is why all the different things are being done via technology right now across the earth. Now, this cuts through things. I have to say a couple of things real quickly. First of all, I have to make sure that you know, in the middle of all this, that Jesus Christ came bringing the opposite of what the world is pushing right now. All the evil stuff that the world is pushing right now, high magnitude, crazy multiplication factor. Jesus brought the opposite. Jesus brought humbleness, self-sacrifice in the most meaningful possible way, not just rolling over, in the most meaningful possible way, and that is to save you from evil. Humbleness Jesus Christ brings into the world, a very arrogant world. Truth he brings, and we talked about this the last few times. Jesus Christ came bringing the truth, being the truth, being the light of the world, because he was speaking truth every time he opened his mouth. Clarity comes with the truth. This is what Jesus Christ brought with his light, clarity. The opposite of darkness, the opposite of confusion. Loyalty. Jesus Christ shows us how to be faithful to the one who put us here. He shows us how to be loyal to loved ones, faithful to friends and loved ones. Human beings need help with this. He came bringing focus. Now, I was in the corporate world for a number of years, and I will tell you very clearly that every business executive I ever talked to knew that focus was the key to success. You must focus, or you will never succeed. You will never have a passion to get you to a place where you will be successful at what you're doing. It's impossible. And Jesus actually brings focus, the ultimate focus for human beings. Not distractions, not confusion, total focus. And we'll talk about that some more. Decisive action. Jesus took decisive action the whole time he was on the earth. He encouraged his followers to take decisive action. He actually tells his followers, even today, to take decisive action every day based on the truth coming from the mouth of your Maker. This is what Jesus Christ brought to human beings. Love. Jesus Christ brought true love, self-giving, genuine caring, forgiving, amazing love. Love that nurtures. Love that cares no matter what. Love. Agape love. Real love from the heart of God, the one who made all things and who loves you more than anyone else could possibly love you. You're here because he loves you. Jesus Christ came because he loves you. Jesus Christ brought unity. Yeah. He was gathering everybody who sought the truth together. Everybody who wanted the truth and to live by the truth. He was gathering them all together to be a forever family in his love. Unity. Jesus Christ brought peace into the world. Not peace the way you think of it, not peace the way politicians think of it. Peace in the human heart. The opposite of anxiety and worry and fear. Jesus Christ brought love and peace to the human mind and the human heart that can be uninterrupted, that can be without ceasing, all the way into eternity. And Jesus Christ says, "My peace I give to you," in John 14. This is what he meant. The Holy Spirit of God, his Spirit, was coming to give them peace. Inner peace that was without real interruption. Some challenges, some difficulty, but a peace that lasts. A peace that is beyond human understanding. And human beings cannot manufacture this or negotiate this. And finally, out of all that, Jesus Christ brings joy. The love of God brings joy. The freshness of the truth coming from the mouth of God brings joy. Relationship with God brings joy. Faithful, loving relationship with other human beings and having harmony brings joy. This is what Jesus Christ brought to human beings. Everything that they need, everything you need, Jesus Christ brought it. Now, I want you to think about that, and not just right now, but I want you to think about that for the next few weeks. And if you would, I would even ask you to pray about it. Try to talk with God honestly about what's in your heart and your mind. Any questions you may have, because this is big. There's nothing bigger than this. There's nothing more important than what I'm saying to you right now. Nothing. Now, the other thing I needed to share with you today, it fits in a certain way. We have to be aware that not only does the world push these different messages and things, and by the way, in the next part of the series, I'm actually going to be talking about lies you may believe, so that may be a tougher section for you. But human beings end up, even Christians, believing some things that are not true. And you and I need to really go back through and assess all of the things that are kind of fixtures in our thinking and properly assess just where that came from. What is the source of that? And is it in fact true? Does it actually fit with what our maker and sustainer says, the designer of all things says? And but to give clarity to what I just was talking about, I want to bring up something that I've actually taught before several times, but the 4D strategy of Satan. Now, Satan is constantly, he is the master puppeteer. He is the one who is talking all these different crazy people and evil people into doing awful and perverted things. He's the one. And he has a basic strategy to cause problems for humanity. That's all he can do. He is the destroyer, Jesus says. He can only destroy. He can't build anything. The people who follow him can't build anything. They can only destroy. And that's exactly what's happening in the world right now. But the 4D strategy, and you can think about this as well in the intermittent time here, the 4Ds of the strategy that Satan is running constantly. He is super predictable, by the way. Super predictable. He's tricky, but he's predictable. Deceive. The first D in the strategy of Satan is deceive. Trick people. Lie to people. Lie as if make it sound like it's true. Bring it in such a way that people almost have to accept it. If certain people say it, and if millions of people believe it, it must be true. That's Satan's big deception. And it's happening right now. Deceive, first D. Second D is distract. And we just mentioned this a minute ago. But Satan is constantly, and now with technology, perpetually trying to distract human beings and human thought process. Trying to interrupt the way you think about things, the way you reflect on things, the way your thought process works. He is disrupting it. He is distracting human beings constantly. Deceive, distract, and divide. Divide is the third D. He gets people all distracted and they're off balance a little bit, and he starts to divide them. Put them in different camps. Get them upset with each other about all kinds of things. And maybe they don't even know what they're talking about. Maybe they don't even know what the real issues are. But he has a great way of destroying relationships, destroying families, destroying countries, communities. He has all of the ways possible to destroy humanity and all the building blocks of humanity. And this first divide action from Satan was in the Garden of Eden, and he was playing. He was dividing Adam and Eve. He was dividing them from God, and they listened to somebody they didn't even know, who was no one. They listened to somebody, a voice from whence they did not come, a voice that had nothing to do with making all things. They listened to a voice and they were divided. They ended up being separated from God. And they end up having a very, very difficult life because of it. Satan is constantly trying to divide. He's trying to divide nations. He's trying to divide families. He is trying to divide churches. He's trying to divide friends, people in every walk of life. He's trying to divide them and to take away the reality that they share their humanity. This is the first deception. Whenever somebody starts dividing people up, you need to look at them and know who's the puppeteer, because they are deliberately manipulating human thinking in order to control human beings. This is the way it works. There's no other way it works. This is the way it works. And the final D is destroy. This is Satan's only aim. He has no other aim. There is no charitable aspect to what the world does and pushes for Satan. It's destruction. Satan wants to destroy everything. He can't do anything creative or good. He can only destroy. So he does. And Jesus Christ said, I came to destroy the destroyer. And that's what he has done. Jesus Christ overcame the world. Jesus Christ overcame death. Jesus Christ overcame Satan face to face, Matthew 4. And now Satan has a little waiting time. He's going crazy right now, trying to wreak havoc in the world and to destroy everything good he possibly can. Now, I am telling you the truth. You need to think about what I'm saying. We have a lot of other things to talk about, and as we go along, it's going to be more and more frank, and in a way, I would say more and more difficult, because everybody, all of us, actually believe some things that aren't true. We grew up being told certain things that aren't true. The list of lies told in the world is very, very long. It's very long. So buckle your seatbelt. We will be having some interesting conversations going forward. Thank you so much for being a part of this process. I want to just leave you with something that Thomas à Kempis, Thomas à Kempis said, Thomas von Kempen, in the 1400s. He wrote this, and it's talking about what is true. Thomas à Kempis, The Imitation of Christ. Lord, all you say is true. Let it be done to me according to your word. May your truth teach me and guard me and lead me to a blessed end. May it free me from every wrong desire and every confused thought. Then I will walk with you in freedom of spirit and in liberty of heart. Freedom and truth go together. There is no freedom without the truth. This is what Jesus Christ taught. God bless you. See you next time.